Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, it's Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on third down, Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50 smooth. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Regular.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, this is caught by Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Allen, buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Bills have taken the lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, Charlie! Mike, 58, right there.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Middle. Mike, tight.
On 1st down, Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Round 80. Check 55. Mike. 3 bucks.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. This one caught by Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen operating from the gun. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Tight. Watch the slant. 50.
Allen now throwing again. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, Swift. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down and goal. Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft taking it in. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former star at the University of Buffalo, Khalil Mack, able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. On the crossing route, complete. It's Moss. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. On fourth down, Stanley. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Stanley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Able to shake him off. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Taron Johnson made the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 34 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He's back to throw. Eluded, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got the first, as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. To throw is Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Bills, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.